Myself Kuldeep Chilani, and I welcome you all to the another part of chapter number 3, which is the measures of central tendency. We are now very much familiar with the measures of central tendency. What is the meaning of central tendency? What are the good characteristics of central tendency? Basically, we have divided this chapter into 3 equal parts. First part was the mean. Second part is the measures of positional average, and third but not the least, it is the mode. In the previous videos, in the recent videos, we studied about what are the means. There are basically 4 types of mean are there. First one is the arithmetic mean. Second one is the combined mean. Third one, weighted mean. And fourth one, geometric mean. We use different types of mean in different condition. If we only want to find the average, then we will use the arithmetic mean. If we want to find the one representative value which represent 2 or more than 2 groups, in the other words, you can say that if means of 2 or more than 2 groups are given, and if we want to represent both the groups, then we were finding the combined mean. And third one, which is the weighted mean. If the importance of different items are different, then in such type of condition, we are assigning the numerical numbers, or you can say only numbers, which are also known as the weights, and then after we were calculating the mean, which was the weighted mean. And at last, if we have the variable, and such type of variable, or you can say the value of a variable continuously changing with the time, in such condition we were finding the geometric mean. And yes, we are on the second part, which is the measures of positional average. And we are very much aware about what is the positional average. All the measures which we are going to study in the measures of positional average are dependent on their position. So basically, if the median, quartiles, percentiles or deciles, such type of measures are arises in our examination, then we have to do the ascending list. We have to prepare the ascending list or descending list, and then after we need to calculate the measures which are based on the positional average. In the last video, in the previous video, we understood what is the median, what is the meaning of median, how we can find the median for the ungrouped data and for the group data. And yes, in this video we are going to learn about the another 3 types of measure, which are the quartiles, percentiles and deciles. So without entering into the deep discussion, directly we are starting the another part of this video, and the contents, or you can say the topics which we are going to learn in this video are median, second quartiles, deciles, percentiles, right? So first we'll start our video with the revision. We have divided the measures of positional average in 4 parts. First part was the median, and you are very much familiar that what is the median. What do you mean by median? Median is the such measure if we are arranging our observation in ascending and descending order, one representative value which divides the whole observation, you can say the all observation, in 2 equal parts. Such measure is known as the median. And how we can write the median? What is the formula for the median? A basic formula for the median M was M is equals to, for the ungrouped data, I am talking about only the ungrouped data. Yes, so what is the median? M is equals to n plus 1 divided by 2th observation, right? We are using this type of formula, we are using this formula of median for the ungrouped data as well as for the discrete frequency distribution of group data. Why? We are dividing the whole observation. If we are arranging the observation in ascending order, then median is such type of value which divide all the observation in 2 equal parts. That's why we are using the 2 in the denominator, right? So what is the formula of median? M is equals to n plus 1 by 2th observation. So what is our next measure? Our next measure is quartiles. And you are aware what is the quartiles? You must have heard the word quarter. Quarter, that means 1/4 of the part. Right? So the quartiles, if we are arranging our observation in ascending or descending order, those 3 values which divides our observation in 4 equal parts, those 3 values which divides our observation in 3 equal parts, those values are well known by the quartiles, and quartile is denoted by Q of J. We will use the same formula which we have used in the median. So what was the formula? N plus 1 divided by 2, because median is dividing the observation in 2 equal parts, but quartile divide all the observation in 4 equal parts. So we are going to use the 4 over here in the denominator. So what will be the formula? It is the n plus 1 by 4th observation. right? A formula will be Qj is equals to n plus 1 by 4th observation. Why we have used this such type of signification, or you can say the notation is known as the Qj, because if we are arranging our data into ascending order, then we need only one value for dividing the whole observations into equal parts. So what we are doing in the quartiles, if we are arranging all the observation in ascending order, we need only three values, Q1, Q2 and Q3, which divide all the observation. Again, I am repeating, which divide all the observation in 4 equal parts, and each part covers 25% weightage. Right? So Q1 covers 25% of observation, Q2 covers 50% of observation, That means 50% observations are lesser than the Q2, or you can say the median. So we can denote the median as Q2. M is equals to Q2. Is that clear? Right? And yes, another 25% weightage, that means the Q3 covers 25, 25 and 25. That means 75% of observation. And the last 25% of observation, or you can say the maximum 25% of observations are larger than, or you can say are bigger than Q3. Right? Clear? So basically what quartiles do, quartiles divide all the observation in 4 equal parts. And for that we need to calculate three values, which is Q1, Q2 and Q3. That's why we have to denote over here against the n plus 1 by 4. We have to write the j over here. If we want to find the formula for Q1, then what we'll use, instead of j, we are representing it with the 1, then we have to put 1 over here. So formula will be n plus 1 by 4th observation. If we need to find the Q2, then we are using 2 n plus 1 divided by 4th observation. But if we are dividing that 2 with the 4, then we can get the formula n plus 1 by 2th observation. And we are very much aware about the n plus 1 by 2th observation. It is nothing but median. So we can say that mathematically Q2 is equals to m, which we have provided, or you can say we figured it out earlier. Q3 is equals to, in bracket 3, n plus 1 divided by 4th observation. Right? So these are the three formulas of quartiles. So just we have to put the 1, 2 and 3 in the place of j. Then we can get the value of Qj, j n plus 1 divided by 4th observation. Oh, so our next measure, which is the deciles. So what do you mean by the deciles? Deciles are, quartiles are denoted by Qj. So deciles are basically denoted by dj. It is denoted by dj. And what would be the formula for the deciles? Median divides all the observation in 2 equal parts. Quartile divides all the observation in 4 equal parts. Decile divides all the observation in 10 equal parts. So we are revising over here, we are writing over here n plus 1 divided by 10th observation. Those three values which divides all the observations in 4 equal parts are known as the quartiles. Those 9 values which divides all the observation which are already in the ascending or descending order in 10 equal parts. I am putting the weight on the equal parts. In the 10 equal parts, so such type of values, or you can see the observations, are known as the deciles. Right? And the last but not the least part, which is the percentiles, and it is denoted by Pj. In Pj, the formula of Pj is equals to j n plus 1 divided by percentiles. What do you mean by the percentiles? This one value which divides all the observation in 2 equal parts is known as the median. 3 values which divide all the observation in 4 equal parts is known as the quartiles. 9 values which divides the all equal parts, the observation, all equal parts is known as the deciles. And those 99 values which divides all the observation in 100 equal parts are known as the percentiles. So what will be the formula? N plus 1 divided by 100th observation. 100th observation, right? So if they are asking to find the 7th decile, then how can we find it? We will write the d7 over here, and instead of j, we will write the 7 n plus 1 divided by 10th observation. Right? And if they are going to find, if they are asking that find out the 42th percentile, or you can say 42nd percentile, then how can we find it? We will just write the 42 instead of j over here, and we'll use the formula n plus 1 divided by 100th observation, right? These are the formulas only for ungrouped data and discrete frequency distribution, right? Clear? So there are 4 equal parts, so you can say there are 4 measures. There are basically 4 measures of the measures of positional average, or you can say the positional average, which are dependent on their position. And if the condition arises when the examiner will ask find out the median, quartiles, deciles and percentiles, then in such type of condition you have to arrange your observation in ascending order, and then after you have to find the such type of measures. And all the formulas of the median, quartiles, deciles and percentiles are on the display. So you can pause the video and note it down, the formulas for median, quartiles, deciles and percentiles for the ungrouped data as well as for the discrete frequency distribution. So we'll understand each and every topic. Step by step. So we'll start a video, or you can say we'll start our part with the quartiles. So first point is quartiles. And we are very much familiar with the quartiles. What the quartiles, so you can say what the definition of quartiles says, how we can write it in a proper way. So the quartiles are the values of the observation. These are the values of the observations which divide the given observation, already arranged in ascending and descending order in 4 equal parts. Are known as the quartiles, and quartiles are denoted as the QJ. So type of question may ask in the examination in OMR, or you can say in the 1 marks questions, right? In section A or in section B. So this is the definition of quartiles, and what are the formulas of quartiles which we studied earlier. For the ungrouped data, we can find the quartiles, 3 quartiles, Q1, Q2 and Q3 by using this formula. Qj is equals to j n plus 1 divided by 4th observation. Mind well, if we are using the quartiles, if we are finding the quartiles, then we have to denote the 4 in the denominator, which is the n plus 1 by 4th observation. Right? What is the another part? Which is the group data. And for the group data, there are 2 types of distribution. Discrete frequency distribution, where only the x and f are given there. Then we have to find the CF over there. What is the meaning of CF? It is the cumulative frequency which we were finding in the median, which we are using in the finding of median, right? So in such type of condition, in these situations, we have to find the CF for the discrete frequency distribution, and we have to see the which observation lies in the cumulative frequency, right? So the observation which is the Qj is equals to j n plus 1 by 4th observation. Qj is equals to j in bracket n plus 1 by 4th observation. Is it clear? Done. So we are moving on the next part, which is the deciles. So how can we define deciles? You have to put the same definition which you already used in the median, or you can say in the quartiles. Yes. So how can we find the deciles? The values of the observation which divides the given observation, which are already in the ascending format, which are already in the ascending order, into the 10 equal parts. Basically, we need only 9 values. For dividing the observation in 10 equal parts are known as the deciles. And deciles are denoted as dj. Quartiles are denoted as qj, deciles are denoted as dj. So I am dividing all the observation in 10 equal parts. So at starting, I'll get the minimum value over here. At ending, I can get the maximum value over here. And at the center, I will use the median, which divides all the observation in 2 equal parts. And if I am dividing those observation, then I can get 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. That means D1, D2, D3, D4, and this is D5. Again, this is D6, D7, D8, D9. We required only the 9 values for dividing all the observation in 10 equal parts. And each part covers 10% of observation. Each part covers 10% of observation. That means D1 covers 10%, D2 covers total 20%, D3 covers total 30%, and if you are talking about the D5, then it covers the 50% of observation, which is also covered by the median as well. So we can write it down that M as D5. The values of M and D5 will be same. And if we talk about the quartiles, then this statement becomes D is equals to Q, 2 is equals to D5. All these three values divide all the observation in two equal parts. So the value of the D5 and the value of the M will be same. Value of the Q2 and value of the D5 will be same. Clear? And yes, another D6, D7, D8, D9, and last 10% of observations are larger than, or you can say are bigger than the D9 value. Clear? So yes, what is the formula for finding the deciles? So for the ungrouped data, it is dj. It is denoted by the dj, j, n plus 1 by 10th observation. Why? We are dividing all the observation in 10 equal parts. And what is the formula for the group data? For the discrete frequency distribution, we'll use the same formula, which is dj is equals to j in bracket n plus 1 by 10th observation. Isn't it clear? Isn't it easy? Then give me a thumb and smile. Then we'll move to the next topic, which is the percentile. Okay, so what the percentile says, we have to use the same definition over here. If they are asking to find, if they are asking to write the definition, if the examiner can ask to may ask to write the definition of percentile, then how can you write it? What is the percentiles? The values of the observation which divides the value of the observations which divides the given observation arranged in ascending order, ascending or descending order, in 100 equal parts. In 100 equal parts, those 99 values, those 99 observations are known as the percentiles. We are denoting the quartiles as qj, we are denoting the deciles as dj, and we will denote the percentiles as pj. Yes, very good. Done. Then we'll denote the percentiles as the pj, right? So we are dividing. I'm not going to divide the all our observation in the 100 equal parts, but you can understand properly by observing such diagram. This is the median which divides all the observation in two equal parts, and at the center we can get the P50. We are denoting our percentiles as the pj, and at the center we can get the P50, which divides all the observation in two equal parts. In two equal parts. So we can also write that m is equals to P50 from the percentile. That means we can get each and every value. We can get only one value from the quartiles, from deciles, and from the percentile, which divide all the observation in two equal parts. So for the former statement, we can write m is equals to Q2 is equals to P50, and in the deciles it is D5. All these values, m as well as Q2 as well as D5 as well as P50, divide the observation in two equal parts. Then the value of P50, D5, Q2 and M will be same. Is that clear? Then give me a thumb. Then we'll move to the next portion, which is the formula for the ungrouped data. Pj is equals to j n plus 1 by 100. You have to use here the 100 only. And if they are going to ask that find the P35, then how can you write the formula? 35 in bracket n plus 1 divided by 100th observation. Cleared? And yes, this formula will use for the group data. There are two parts of group data. A first part is the discrete frequency distribution, and another part is the continuous frequency distribution, where the classes are mentioned. But for the discrete frequency distribution, we'll use the same formula. Pj is equals to j in bracket n plus 1 by 100th observation. Right? So I think all of you are cleared about the quartiles, deciles and percentiles. Again, I'm revising it. What the quartile does? Quartile, that means these three values, or you can say those three values which divide all the observation in four equal parts are known as the quartiles. Those 9 values which divides all the parts, all the observation in 10 equal parts are known as the deciles. And all these 99 values which divides all the observation in 100 equal parts are known as the percentiles. Then we can get the 99 formulas of percentile, we can get the 9 formulas of the decile, we can get the 3 formulas for the quartiles, and we can get the 1 formula for the median. Clear? But we will use such type of formula with the such type of significance. Right? Clear? So should we start the example which are based on the quartiles, percentiles and deciles? Yes? Then give me a thumb. A first example which is based on those numerical values, those points which are the quartiles, percentiles and deciles is arrived here. So first of all, observe the example very properly. pause the video and solve out by yourself. If you are not very much clear about how to find the quartiles, deciles and percentiles, then please pay attention over here. First of all, what we have to write over here, I'll write by arranging all the observations in ascending order. Ascending order. How we can arrange it? First of all, the smallest observation, which is over here, is 18. Second observation, which is 22. Third observation over here, which is 30. Then it is 33. Then 35. Then 40. Then 42. 46, 52, and the last one, which is 60. So how many observations are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So first of all, we have to find the first quartile, and the quartile is denoted by the Qj. So what is the formula of Q1? It is the 1 n plus 1. It is the n plus 1 divided by, yes, fourth observation. Complete. So n plus 1, what are the total number of observation over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it is the 10 plus 1 divided by 4, the observation. So 10 plus 1, which is the 11 by 4th observation. And if I am dividing that 11 with the 4, then I can get the answer as the 2.75. It is the 2.75th observation, right? Now pay attention over here. What is the value occurred over here, which is the 2.75. So how we can write, if it is arises that the second observation, then you can say that, sir, it is the 22. If it is known as the third observation, then you can write the 30 over here. But it is this 2.75th observation. Then we'll divide it into two equal parts. First of all, we write the second observation. We'll write the second observation, and then after we'll use the 0.75 over here, the parts which is remained over here, which is the 0.75, and it lies between the second and third observation. So which one is the bigger value? It is the third observation. Third observation minus second observation. What you have to do here, the observation which is occurred by dividing the 11 with the 4, then it is known as the 2.75th observation. Then we have to divide it into the two parts. First part, it is the second observation. We use this 2 over here, that means the second observation over here. Then the remaining part, which is the 0.75. But 2.75 is the lies between 2 and 3. If we start from the 2, then we can get the 2.10, 2.20, 2.30, 2.40, 50, 60, 70. It is 2.75. That means it is lies between the 2 and 3. Then first of all, in the bracket, we'll write the third observation, the bigger observation, minus smaller observation, which is the second observation, right? So what is the second observation? We have to see from the order of ascending list, or you can say from the list of ascending order. So which one is the second observation? First and second. A second observation is 22 plus 0.75 as it is in bracket. What is the third observation? Which is the 30 minus 22. 30 minus 22. Then we can get 22 plus 0.75. The difference of 30 and 22, which is the 8. And if I'm multiplying 8 with the 0.75, then I can get the answer as 6. Yes, I can get the answer as 6. Then what will be my value? 22 as it is plus 6. So what is the sum of 22 and 6? It is 28. So what will be the formula, or you can say what will be the value of Q1? Q1 is equals to 28. Is it clear to all? Then give me a thumb and pause the video and try out the third quartile. And how can you find the third quartile? Okay, what will be the formula for Q3? Q3 is equals to 3 in bracket n plus 1 by fourth observation. Fourth observation, right? So we are using 3. What is the n? Total number of observation now over here, which is the 10 plus 1 divided by fourth observation. Okay, 3 as it is 10 plus 1 divided by 4, which is the 11 by 4, which is already we have calculated earlier, which is 2.75th observation. And then we have to multiply that 3 with the 2.75. If I am multiplying 3 with the 2.75, then I can get the answer as 8.25th observation. Now, how can I discretize it? How can I divide it? First of all, I have to write 8.25th observation. Instead of that, I have to write it is the sum of 8th observation. It is the sum of 8th observation plus 0.25 plus 0.25, and 8.25 is lies between the 8th observation and 9th observation. Which one is the bigger value? It is the 9th observation minus 8th observation. Okay, so what is the 8th observation? From the list of ascending order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, it is 46 plus 0.25. What is the 9th observation? It is the 52. So 52 minus 46. And if I'm simplifying all the calculations, 46 plus 0.25, it is 4 and 2, 6. And if I'm multiplying that 6 with the 0.25, then I can get the answer. 25 6 are 150, it is 1.50, right? And what is the sum of 46 and 46 plus 1.50? It is the 47.50, and that will be my value of Q3, right? So Q1 is equals to 28 and Q3 is equals to 47.50. Is that clear to all? Isn't it easy? If you find it very easy, then please give me a thumb as well as the smile. Then we can move on to the another part where we have to find the third decile and 72nd percentile, right? 72nd percentile. Clear? So should we move on? Then if you are not cleared about the Q1 and Q3, then pause the video and try to understand, rewind the video and please play it again and pay attention over here while I am calculating the Q1 and Q3. You can pause the video and note it down. Okay, so we have to find the third decile and 72nd percentile over here. So how can we find it? And all of you are familiar with the formulas of the decile and formulas of the percentiles. So what was the formula for the decile? The formula for the decile was the j n plus 1 by 10th observation, and here we want to find the third decile. Then what we will use? We'll use the 3 instead of j, n plus 1 divided by 10th observation. Right? Clear? So it is the 3n, which is the 10 plus 1 divided by 10th observation. It is the 10 plus 1, which is the 11 divided by 10th observation. It is the 3 into 11 by 10, which is the 1.1 observation. It is the 3.3rd observation. And if I am dividing it into the two equal parts, then how can we divide the 3.3? First of all, we need to find the third observation plus 0.3. Yes, so it is the third observation. It is the third observation plus 0.3. And the 3.3 is lies between the 3 and 4. So which one is the bigger value? It is the fourth observation minus third observation. So what is the third observation? After arranging them into the ascending order, this is the first, second and third observation, which is the 30, right, plus 0.3. What is the fourth observation? It is the 33. What is the third observation? Which is the 30. So if I am simplifying it, 30 plus 0.3, 33 minus 3, which is the 3, 30 plus 0.9, and it is the 30.9, and this will be our third decile. Then it means that if they are asking for the interpretation, then we can say that the 30% of observations are lesser than the 30.9. Is it clear to all? Then give me a thumb and pause the video and try the 72nd percentile, how to find the 72nd percentile. Clear? So if you are not clear about it, then don't worry. J n plus, what is the formula for PG? J n plus 1 divided by 100th observation. But what I have to write in this, instead of J, I have to write the 72. I have to write the 72 instead of J. So it is the 72 n plus 1, that means 10 plus 1 divided by 100th observation. And it is the 72, 11 by 100 observation. It is 72 into 0.11th observation. And if I am multiplying 72 with the 0.11, then I can get the value as 7.92, isn't it? It is the 7.92nd observation. Right? So if I am dividing the 7.92, then how can I divide it? First of all, I need to write the 7th observation. It is the 7th observation plus 0.92 in bracket 0.92. 7.92 is lies between the 7th observation and 8th observation. So it is the 8th observation minus 7th observation. Complete. So what one, or you can say which one is the 8th observation, or you can say which one is the 7th observation. So if I am calculating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, it is the 42. It is the 42 plus 0.92 in bracket 8th observation 46 minus, yes, 42 plus 0.92 4. If I am multiplying 0.92 with the 4, then I can get the answer as 3.68. And our answer will be 45.68. Cleared? So this is the value of P72. Clear? Yes, very good. And I know all of you are aware about how to find the decile, how to find the percentile, how to find the quartiles for the ungrouped data. So what we studied in this session? We studied about what is the quartiles, what is the meaning of deciles, what is the percentiles, what are the formulas for finding the quartiles, deciles and percentiles for the ungrouped data as well as for the discrete frequency distribution. And we solved one example which is based on the ungrouped data, and we found it out the D3, P72, Q1 and Q3 as well. But still if you are confused about the quartiles, deciles and percentiles, so don't worry about these things. Just note it down, all the points which you can't able to understand what is the quartile and how we can find the quartile, how we can divide the observations. Then we will study it, we will discuss it in a regular session.